This is briefly how to add and subtract polynomials. So first we're going to find the sum of these two trinomials, 3n squared plus 2n plus 6. That's already in standard form. And we're going to add to it negative 5n squared minus 6n minus 7. And all I'm doing here is looking for like terms. Like terms have the same variables raised to the same powers. So starting with 3n squared, I can see I have a negative 5n squared. 3 plus negative 5 is negative 2, so that's negative 2n squared. There are no other n squared terms, so I'm going to move on to 2n. 2n, I see a negative 6n over here, so I'm going to combine those. 2n plus negative 6n is negative 4n. And then I have my constant terms, 6 and negative 7. 6 plus negative 7 is negative 1. And that's it. I'm done. You can see that the result of adding these two trinomials was another trinomial. And it's already in standard form, so I don't have to rewrite it. Okay, now moving on to the next one, finding the difference. And when I look at this, I'm taking this first trinomial, 8x squared minus 6x plus 4, and I'm going to subtract off this entire binomial term, 4x minus 5. So it's important to remember that we need to distribute that negative sign because we are subtracting off every term in that binomial. So what I'm going to do first here is to just rewrite this expression and distribute that negative sign. So 8x squared minus 6x plus 4, and then I'm going to subtract the 4x, and I'm going to subtract the negative 5. And going one step further, I'm going to rewrite this whole thing because what I want to do is to see this last term clarified a little bit because subtracting a negative number is the same as adding, and so I want to simplify that a bit before I start combining my like terms. But now I'm ready. I'm going to start with the greatest exponent first. What that does is it gives my result already in standard form, so 8x squared is lonely. There aren't any other x squared terms, so we'll just write them. And so now I have negative 6x and negative 4x. Negative 6x plus negative 4x is negative 10x. And then I have my constant terms 4 and 5. 4 plus 5 is 9. And so this resulting trinomial is already in standard form, and that is the difference between 8x squared minus 6x plus 4 and 4x minus 5.